Welcome to another video on our channel. Today, we will delve into the rich African mythology to explore the fascinating figure of Anansi, the god of stories and trickery. Get ready to discover more about this unique deity and his intriguing tales. Anansi is a central figure in African mythology, especially among the Ashanti and Akan peoples of West Africa. He is known for his cleverness, cunning, and ability to transform into a spider. Anansi is portrayed as a crafty and deceitful being, always seeking ways to achieve his goals through clever tricks and captivating stories. He is considered the guardian of stories and the transmitter of ancestral wisdom. One of Anansi's most remarkable features is his ability to metamorphose into a spider. This form grants him agility, the ability to weave webs, and keen observation skills, making him a master at escaping complicated situations. Furthermore, Anansi is known for his love of stories. He is a skillful storyteller, capable of entertaining, teaching, and imparting knowledge through his captivating narratives. Long ago, in the savannas of West Africa, lived Anansi, the god of stories and trickery. Anansi was known for his cunning and intelligence, always entangled in webs of tricks and riddles. One beautiful morning, Anansi decided it was time to get a good meal. He knew that in the forest, there was a tree laden with delicious ripe mangoes. However, this tree was guarded by Nyam, the god of the sky, who carefully kept the fruits for himself. Determined to taste the succulent mangoes, Anansi began planning a strategy to reach them. He knew that Nyam was extremely vain and loved to be flattered. So, Anansi came up with a brilliant idea. He went to Nyam's house and respectfully greeted him, praising the majesty of the sky and the grandeur of his kingdom. Nyam, flattered by Anansi's words, decided to reward him with a favor. Anansi, with a cunning smile on his face, asked for permission to take some mangoes from the celestial tree to feed his family. Nyam, feeling generous, granted his request. However, he warned Anansi not to take more than a single mango. Anansi thanked Nyam and returned home with his precious mango. But Anansi was not a god who settled for little. He wanted more. So, he hid the mango in a container and returned to Nyam's house. This time, Anansi wore an expression of great sadness. He approached Nyam and explained that his family was starving and that a single mango would not be enough to satisfy everyone's hunger. He pleaded with Nyam to give him more mangoes. Moved by Anansi's distress, Nyam agreed to give him a few more mangoes. But he cautioned Anansi not to abuse his kindness. Anansi thanked him again and left with the additional mangoes. Anansi repeated this scene several times, returning to Nyam's house with different expressions, each time requesting more mangoes. Nyam, driven by compassion, continued to fulfill Anansi's requests, unaware that he was being deceived. Finally, Anansi had enough. He had a stack of mangoes that would feed his family for a long time. He bid farewell to Nyam and returned home, celebrating his victory. Anansi shared the mangoes with his family, and as they savored the sweet taste of the fruits, he told them his clever and funny story of how he managed to trick Nyam, the great god of the sky. This story spread throughout the land, and Anansi became even more renowned as the god of stories and trickery. People learned from him the importance of intelligence, creativity, and strategic thinking to overcome obstacles and achieve their goals. And so, Anansi continued to weave his captivating stories, imparting wisdom and entertainment to the African people, leaving a lasting legacy that endures to this day. Anansi plays a central role in African culture, not only as a mythological character but also as a symbol of wisdom, cunning, and resilience. His stories are passed down from generation to generation, preserving African culture and values. Moreover, Anansi is a powerful example of how intelligence and cleverness can overcome brute force. His stories teach important lessons about the significance of strategic thinking, creativity, and the power of words. And thus, we come to the end of this dive into African mythology to meet Anansi, the god of stories and trickery. I hope you have enjoyed this exploration of the rich African cultural heritage. Have you heard of Anansi before? Leave your comments, sharing what you think about this fascinating figure, and feel free to share any stories related to Anansi if you have them. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our upcoming mythological adventures. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then.